Good morning. What do I need to do? I didn't do any checklists. I better go mute Baby Beast just in case it starts playing the show. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. If you don't fit in one of those categories, what the heck are you doing awake at this ungodly hour? It has been said that my voice or my videos, people can fall asleep to. Is that a compliment or a dig? Now, I just got an audio confirmation in my ear. Yesterday, I thought that you heard it, but no, you did not, because I'm wearing my headset. I was thinking before I started the show today that do I really need to wear the headset? And now I think I have my answer, yes. Because that way I can get a confirmation. Hello in chat. Let's go say hello to people's in chat. Oh, this is, I guess I should start out. This is Fixing LWTdb episode 0002. If you didn't catch the show yesterday, I am shifting gears. I am changing up my show and my channel and going to be doing things differently. Think of it like in first gear on a manual shift car. I almost said computer. That's the traveling up to the point of getting monetized, and then shift into second gear, and then develop the show further. I think now at this point I'm just pushed in the clutch, and I'm about to shift into third gear. When I let out the clutch, that'll be the new series or new episodes. I expect to be dropping the name Windows Daily. I still think I'll be doing Monday through Friday show and a Saturday show, with occasionally skipping, like you've seen me do before. Oh, by the way, what's different about my setup today, huh? Let's see if you figured that out. What's different about my setup today? Doug is gearing up. Yeehaw. Rick Lakes, good morning. Difference, Doug is sitting down. Yeah. I had to change the microphone setup a little bit. I wonder if I can show you that. If I turn that camera on, it's called the keyboard camera. I had to put an extra extension on this to get it down to the level to where I could be seated. So since I actually had to do that extra setup, I'm probably going to stay seated for a while. Sometimes in the chair, sometimes probably on the ball. Yeah, John Williams and Wintermute, you're sitting down. Oh, I feel so relaxed. Yeah, I can't begin to tell you how nice it was yesterday after the show to not feel like I had to do all that extra minutia stuff that I have been recently doing after the show with timestamps and changing the thumbnail and changing the title of the show and trying to pull something out of the show that might be searchable. And I was taking a long time doing that. And that was just wearing on me. Oh, I should get this gotta get this out on the table. I want to be sure that my conversation yesterday, you didn't, I know many of you support the channel and support me and are rooting for me. Please do not try to do something behind the scenes to help me. Some of you know ways to build up subscribers quickly or get viewers into the show. Please don't do that. I want to do this organically. I'll be fine. I am not depressed. I am not distressed. I am not discouraged. This is part of the expected development of the show. I've pursued many things in my life that seemed very, very challenging. Some of them were successful, a lot of them weren't. And I think of it like Thomas Edison creating the light bulb. And it's said that he failed with 1,000 methods of creating the light bulb. I went and researched that a little bit, and yeah, that was a little bit misleading of a statement. But yeah, I have no problems with trying something here and there and it doesn't work out, or I lose interest and I move on to something else. But you're along for the ride. Just sit back and watch. Okay, let's come over here in chat. John Williams, hello. Martin Hogg. Let's see, did I lose? No, I didn't lose any. I think John was. No, there was somebody before that. There was. Oh, I know who it was. I know who it was. I can't. Can I think of who? Parker Morris. 2:51 p.m. And that's the only one I see, because I see that over on Baby Beast. See, there's Parker Morse right there. Tagging up first in chat. John Williams, good morning to you. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, I am having a good day. I am enjoying the day. You wouldn't believe the difference before the show and preparing for the show, or not preparing for the show. Chill, Doug, chill. Relax. Okay, I'll do that. Alice, hello. Brian Lightfoot. I'm supposed to back up my hard drive. Where's the reverse switch? Is it a manual shift? Since I'm kind of on that subject. Now, I already pre-read his first one. I suspect this next one is a joke. I have not read it. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm schizophrenic, and so am I. Yeah, that sounds like a Doug thing. Hello, Jeff Ryman. You just reversed the power cable on the drive. Let us know how that goes. What did the sea say to you? Nothing. It just waves. Mike Wojcik, Selden Ball. Unfortunately, being schizo is not the same as multiple personality disorder. Can I lay claim to both of those? Schizophrenic or schizo, there's another one, schizoid. Schizoid or schizophrenic? I'm not sure I can quite identify them both. Brian Lightfoot saying he misses Doug's trailers. They will be back. Many of the elements of the show will come back gradually. Not all of them. Some of them might come back a little differently. SpeakerBot will come back maybe a little differently. SpeakerBot was originally added because sometimes I'm working on a project and people in chat see something that I'm missing, and I wanted them to have a way to get my attention. That was the primary purpose of SpeakerBot. And then we have some fun things that we add to it. Now there's SpeakerBot and there's StreamerBot. StreamerBot is what allows us to put commands into the chat room, an exclamation mark followed by something or other. It handles the commands. And when you do a command that engages SpeakerBot, it reaches into the other application called SpeakerBot and does the generated voices. The generated, or picks a voice and you get it. So anyway, those will be back, but I'm needing to chill out, take it easy, take a break, basically. So instead of stopping my channel for 2 or 3 weeks to shift gears, this is the way I decided to shift gears. Is just have a far more laid back, easy show. And I came up with the name Fixing LWTdb. It's kind of the way that this is a clutch is engaged time period. But when you let the clutch pedal out, doesn't that mean the clutch is engaged? Between the engine and the transmission, it's engaged, it's working. Disengage the clutch should be when you put your foot on the pedal. So I'm disengaged the clutch and coasting. That's it, coasting. Jeff, some of us are just old and fall asleep easily. I don't. I'm old and I do not fall asleep easily. Gearing up, yeehaw, difference, sitting down, sitting down, sitting down. As far as the number of failures go in creating something, the best example is WD-40. Really? I didn't know that they had I don't know the history of creating WD-40. I think when I first found your channel in 2020, it was a different time and completely different format. I have been through several different formats. That's from Alice. Alice Jones. And for those who don't know around here, we know each other pretty well and have a lot of engagement. I first found, I've been curious about this. I think Alice would be okay with this. I'm going to go over here, channel activity, and I've shown you this before. I wonder how far back. See, if I scroll down and scroll down and scroll down, I think any of you would be able to go back and trace your roots. Now, you can only do this if you're a moderator on this channel, and most of you are moderators. So you could actually go back and find out when you first started with my channel. It might remind you of some things in the past of your engagement with the show. But see, it takes a while to get back. And you can tell by these numbers, Alice has been very, very regular, and many of you have. Thank you so very, very much for that. So, let's see, Lawn Dog, you got way too much here. I'm not going to read through all that. Sorry. If you get more particular about what you say, I may or may not read it after the show. I'm not promising to read all the way through chat. Read my stuff later, he says. I may or may not. I am in chill mode. I am taking a break, so to speak. Pay attention to the name of the song. Let's see if there's the name of the song. When I click on this, I currently have my Chrome browser audio turned off, so you won't hear it, and any sound will come through here. So if it starts playing a licensed audio, oh, Queen, the show must go on, and live as well. Yes. Well, okay, I was going to make commentary about him, but I'll pass on that. You've heard me do some of Queen's music on when I do my Beat Saber trailers. Skipping through there. Lawn Dog's history might break your... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I didn't even think of that. Channel activity. See, well, when you scroll down there, you'll see the episodes, but each one of these episodes, if you click on this right arrow, you'll see all of his chat messages during any particular episode. So yeah, whatever you do on the internet, including YouTube videos, that's there. That's there for a long, long time. If I were to block somebody from my channel, I think remove just removes that. If I hide user on this channel, I think that takes away all of their historical chat messages. I wouldn't want to do that accidentally. You know, that just dawns on me. I'm kind of a little worried. Are moderators able to do that? That might be a reason to disable moderators for everybody. Please don't do that. The trolls are, please don't do that. No. That would not be humorous at all, because there's no recovering from it. There's no getting it back. And if anyone were to do that, man, moderators would be turned off right now. That would be an upsetting development. All right. I could try blocking myself and see. No, I don't want you to do that, Greg, because that's going to delete all your history. Now, if you want to delete your history, okay, I can get it. And then you could let me know. But it'd be better to do that on a different channel. Tim Cruz should try that. Tim Cruz on one of his channels because he has multiple different channels. So he might try that to let us know. No, any of you that have a long history, man, I hope you won't delete your stuff. Yeah, Jim is very late. We'll have to watch later. Okay, thank you, Jim. Let's see. So Saturday show, just to give you a heads up, there will not be Zoom. Zoom is also on leave of absence with pay. But I'm expecting to be, here, this button. I'm expecting to be installing a replacement fan in a laptop computer. It's a HP laptop. So that'll be, and I think that'll be the first experiment, or the first prototype of how I want to create searchable content. So do the fan replacement during the show, and then after the show, well, maybe not that same day, I'll pull that content, edit that content from that video. I won't remove it from that live stream, but I'll bring it out and edit it together, make it a very tight edited how-to video. And then during a future fixing LWTdb live stream, I will play that edited video and title that live stream appropriately and give a timestamp to where that portion of that presentation begins, so that people who search for how to replace those fans hopefully will get directed to that video, and they'll see, I'll tell them at the beginning of the video to look in the description for the timestamp of when that repair occurs, so they can go straight to that. And then hopefully they'll continue watching afterwards, and some percentage of those people may become new regular participants on the live streams. So that is in part the plan of attack. Now here's another thing for today. I've heard Carrie talk about these multiple times. Let's see that. Yeah, that is right side up to you. These silver Sharpies for labeling power bricks. This is a power brick for this very, very old laptop, HP laptop, based on the logo in here on the bottom of the screen. I think they were using that logo for Windows 10 and Windows 8. So this might have been originally a Windows 8 generation computer. It says right here, Doug's HP NV Silver. This was my laptop for quite some time. I think I loaned it to my dad for some period of time. It is definitely retired. Probably not ever coming back into service, unless I decide that I want to do something with Linux and use it for, security testing a client's system, because it does have the Ethernet port. It's an HDMI port, so it's not horrendously old, but it's certainly not going to do Windows 11. And then the other thing I can show you about it is it's i7. And if anybody is curious, it doesn't matter, because I'm not going to do anything more with this computer. But, oh, right here, I have told you before that I have purchased and installed many refurbished computers. I know that focus isn't very good, but this is a refurbished label. And the serial number, I'll give that to you in chat. Serial number, let's see, 6CF 512 6232. And then model, because sometimes you also have to have the model. To find any information about it, if anybody is curious to go see how old this is. I'm not going to do anything more with this computer, so it really doesn't matter. Right there in chat. All I'm doing with this is trying out the marker, because I have typically used paper labels and taped them on, or this is back in a time when I had bought this 3/4 inch wide removable tape. It says silver HPNV number 89. I don't know. I was somewhere along the line, I was keeping records of computers that I've dealt with, and it was number 89 from whenever I started counting that. So I just wanted to, since I don't care about this power brick, I thought I'd try out one of these silver markers. I'm undecided whether I would ever do that on a client's equipment. I never have a problem with power bricks on clients' computers because they always just stay plugged in and connected. So I'm going to call it HP Silver Doug. Wow, that really shows up. That's what I wanted to see, because I don't know that I've ever really seen it in real life. So for my own power bricks around here, I typically have some kind of a paper on it, if I label them at all. Mostly, I think I probably don't label them, and I just sometimes I'll have to look at the volts and amps to match them up properly, but it's never been a big headache for me. Now, since I don't have SpeakerBot, I need to go back and look at chat once in a while. There's the name of the song, skipping over Lawn Dog stuff. Yeah, lengthy. You got that right. Over the years, did you ever have different? I've had lots of different professions, lots of them. I started earning a living with my computer skills. Well, my own business is 1992. I worked for another computer company for about 3 years before that. And then maybe 2 years before that I was working for a company that I computerized their office. They didn't have computers at all. The owner of the business had purchased a computer, and I saw it in a back bedroom of his home one day with a dust cover over it. I said, "What's that?" He said, "Oh, it's a computer. I bought it thinking I could use it for the business, but I can't make it work." I said, "Well, can I try?" So I took it home with me, and with a DOS manual and a Symphony 123 software that he had purchased. That's kind of the big brother to Lotus 123, a spreadsheet program. Symphony was a program that had the spreadsheet plus database and word processing capabilities. After a few months, I learned DOS off of that manual. I learned Symphony. I learned spreadsheet, and I don't know, maybe half a year down the road, I had come up with a way to computerize his office. I wrote up I think an 8-page proposal that would essentially promote me into the office as the computer person. So I operated the computer, I programmed it, I was everything. And what was I was I in my 30s then, I guess? Yeah, so lots of other professions. I owned an auto repair shop, and was a mechanic, but the mechanics that I hired were more skilled than I was. All right, that's enough of that for now. That could take way too long. If there is no Zoom on Saturday, what will Kettle and Alex do? I don't know. Well, there's lots of other people that participate in chat. Well, historically lots, but it's kind of hit and miss who comes into Zoom. But yeah, no Zoom on Saturday. This is part of me chilling out. It takes a lot of mental energy to be running the show, doing what I'm doing, trying to keep Zoom participants engaged and involved, and chat and speaker bot. And I need a break from all of that mental busyness. Lon Doug should go on Zoom, and then Doug could mute his microphone. I label all my power bricks and actually use extra fine white markers for USB-C cables. So even the cables. So I know what is data and what is power only cables. There's a lot of merit to that because USB cables, they are not all the same. They are not cut out of all this. They are not all cut out of the same cloth. They have different capabilities. So you could be trying to connect a device to a AC adapter, USB AC adapter that you got plugged in, and you're just taking any random USB cable that has the right connectors on the right ends, and you might not be getting all the performance that you need. Your device might not function properly, and if you don't think about the cable, then you might inaccurately diagnose the device as defective. I couldn't think of the word diagnose. Let's see, that's all I had out here. Oh, this, maybe you noticed this thing. This was my dad. I got this from my dad. Going through his stuff after he passed away, I found this among his belongings. I thought, man, that came from my dad. I want that. Don't start vast projects with half-vast ideas. I have started many projects with what I would consider vast ideas. They didn't all succeed, but that if you succeed at everything you try, then you're not trying enough things. Yeah. Martin, you can experiment with me to check history deletion. I don't know if I want to. How far back does Martin Hogg go? Joined 11 years ago. No, he didn't join my channel 11 years ago. He joined YouTube 11 years ago. I am so reluctant to do that for anybody. I don't know that anybody would ever care to go back and see. But as my channel goes along further, I think it would be fun to be able to show some of you that are still with me when I've got 1 million subscribers. All right, no lightning bolts. And be able to see back that you were here back in the good old days. I don't want to delete your history. I don't. Boisterous, not boisterous, but boisterous. Daniel Emberley, I have replaced the fan in my Acer laptop twice. I found it a lot easier using a JIS, Japanese industry standard screwdriver. Just could not get a good fit with small Phillips screwdriver. Yeah, that's a thing. The JIS Phillips is different than other US or US. I don't know if it's right to say US Phillips or the rest of the world or what. Blue painter's tape. I have blue painter's tape and I've used that on occasion. Fan replacement. Yes, I have the manual on hand already. And let's see, I even know, I think it's page 46. Nope. If I do Control F, fan, and let's see, go to the first one, gives fan right here, 45. I was 1 page off. Yeah, this is where it starts. So we'll be going through that on Saturday. Oh, no, this is the fan replaces. Oh, no, that's not the computer we're doing on Saturday, though. Yeah, that's a different computer, not doing this one. Should I give you a heads up to that one? Putting in the user's name. When I go back to my checklist for this user, I see that I looked up the information about that laptop July 14th of 2022 because she needed a new battery. So at that point in time, I collected this information about that computer, and I'm going to put that into chat for you. And so you can be prepared. For it. And let's see. So I just did a whole bunch of copies. And I have clipboard history turned on. So I can do Windows key V to get to the beginning of that. So that's the computer. And that's what model it is, or the CPU and such. And then there's the serial number. And then there's the model number. So that's the one we'll be working on Saturday. And then I'll go put this link for the manual. There you goes. So cool, mentioned a specific type of screwdriver. They were fantastic. That serial number is not recognized at HP, although the model number is. Yeah, sometimes it's on old. I think that's the serial number for this laptop here on the desk, because HP, in all their stupid wisdom, has a policy of when a computer is a certain age, they delete all of their content from it. So you have to go find it on other places on the internet. Stupid computer manufacturer. Not really info about this computer, only that the warranty ended October 19th, 2015. Post-it notes. I tell you what I do. I'll use, I take the stubs from checks, and they're over here in my scratch list pile. And so I'll just tear off a piece or cut off a piece and write on it and tape it on to identify what that computer is destined for. Like here's an example where I've got a note on this and it just says screws. And it's just to remind me that I have the screws removed from that computer currently. All right, probably time to say goodbye. Did I catch all the oranges? Yeah, I think so. Silver Sharpies for devices I own from John Williams. Different profession, read my stuff later. Did get that one. Hold and fall asleep. I'm actually, I said that I don't fall asleep easily. Actually, at nighttime, I do pretty well, but not for a nap. The HP on your desk. Oh, well then this one did show up. A15, yeah, that sounds familiar. I remember 111. All right. Good enough. There we go. Doug, how do you want to end the show today? Yesterday I ended the show from OBS by clicking its end button. And the problem with that is when I click to end it in OBS, it doesn't quite end precisely. If I click end stream in the YouTube Studio, it's right prompt right now. So have a great day, everybody. I will catch you later. 3, 2, 1, 0. Whoops. Okay. And take 2. Such a Doug. 3, 2, 1, 0.